Video interrupted. Oh no, it's interrupted.
Okay, hi Louise. Oh god, still can't hear.
It was stopped, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. Starting again now. Oh, we can hear now.
Can you hear now?
Thank you, Remy. You can hear.
Can you
So just a few other people to see if you can hear us, please. Oh, good. That's good. I don't know what I did. I pressed loads of buttons and just hope for the best. Right. Okay. Bear with. Oh. Right. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are at the Music Man. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Here we are at the Music Man. So let's play without delay. And let's have some fun today. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are at the Music Man. At the Music Man. Well, hello everybody. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. How are you today? And from home, sing to me. And let's sing to Adam. Hello Adam. Hello Adam. Hello Adam. How are you today? Daddy. Well, I'm glad you can hear me now. What I was saying before is that this is a different type of live Facebook session, hence why I'm not in my DJ. It's not just there to sing along and play it and entertain. We're going to try and teach you some of the new music that you might not necessarily know. This is for the regions, because there's lots of regions and Music Man projects that might not have worked on some of these newish songs. And I had intended to be travelling around this year to lots of the different Music Man regions to teach the new music. But obviously can't do that at the moment. So this is a chance for me to teach. And I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to teach Adam here, so he will learn as we go along. And I have just put in the comments section a link to the YouTube channel Music is Magic on Broadway, which has got all of the songs we're doing in one form or the other. A video, a slideshow, one of Sarah Mann's lovely videos with the actions and the instruments that we play. So lots of things there. And I will also share a link to all the lyrics as well. I'll put it in the comments section. Then you can print those out at home or just use them on your computers and tablets and phones. And then you'll have everything that you need to learn some of these new songs. The idea, of course, is that we do go to Broadway. And although clearly what's going on at the moment will put that back to whenever, we just don't know, that shouldn't stop us from having our dream and making that dream come true. In fact, wouldn't it be amazing, despite all this that's gone on this year, excuse me, that was a C, despite all this that's gone on this year, that we still perform in New York in our show Music is Magic on Broadway, having overcome all this. And of course New York was affected terribly, and I can't believe I was only there in November. This vibrant, exciting, wonderful city has been really tragically affected by the COVID-19. So we're going to carry on and do this show, and we will get there when we get there, okay? We'll do everything we can. I'm working very hard in this time to try and get funding anyway. So we're going to start. Now the show, as usual, is called Music is Magic, and we're going to be doing lots of Broadway performances in this country, hoping that lots of regions will do the same, and then we can come together, just like we did at the Albert Hall, but to do the Broadway show in New York. We start with a song called Now We're on Broadway, which we'll start in a minute. Then there's Follow the Music. A lot of people in Essex will know these ones. Then there's the Trumpet and Trombone and Triangle Concerto. All right, so we'll go over that. Then there are some...
We're going to beat the record.
We can beat the record, but I don't think we'll beat the world record. Then there are some ones that we know very well, Note by Note, Peace and Hope. There's a new march called Blaze Away, which some of you don't know. Kumbaya is in there. It's Animals I Adore, which you'll know from the 2017 Palladium show. Music is Magic, and then High Low Middle. That's the first half. And we will do everything that's new or newish today. And if there's time at the end, play through the ones that are really well known. And then obviously we will have this time to the second half. So starting then with Now We're on Broadway. And this was a new song, obviously written for Broadway show. And it starts with a clarinet, and Kim Andrews has been playing this beautifully down here in Southend. And it's a clarinet which is just like the Rhapsody in Blue, just like this, which is a famous piece by George Gershwin, and it goes like this. So the whole show will start with this. Because that just says New York, okay? And then somebody, it might be a different person in your region, but in Essex it's Kyle Brewer, will shout out, "Read all about it! Read all about it! Music Man hits Broadway." And at that point, you cheer really, really loud. Okay, you ready, Adam?
Yeah.
Read all about it! Read all about it! Music Man hits Broadway! Yay! Now here's the song. Have a listen. Now we're on Broadway. Start spreading the news. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Now we're on Broadway. Just look at the views. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Now, as with lots of Music Man songs, very repetitive, all right? You just get 2 or 3 sections of music and that gets repeated. So the words there, now we're on Broadway, start spreading the news. And so we are spreading the news. So we can do this, we're spreading the news. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York, okay? And we've got lots of videos on that YouTube link I've put in the comments with Jenny and other students all doing those signs, okay? But let's just practice that. So Adam, it's going to be all you at home, okay? Because he doesn't know these songs necessarily as well. So it's now we're on Broadway, start spreading the news. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Should we try? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're on Broadway, start spreading the news. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Okay, good. All right, got that?
Yes, I have.
So it's now then, and then we repeat. Now we're on Broadway. Just look at the views. And then we will have some where we all look at the same direction. We'll probably look straight up, but just look at the views. Okay, and then, yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Should we try that? Now we're on Broadway, just look at the views. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Okay, so the whole thing. Big cheers, yeah! Now we're on Broadway, start spreading the news. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Now we're on Broadway, just look at the views. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. And a big Y there. Then we cheer again. Now the next bit. We broke the Guinness World Record for playing triangle. And you all have a triangle. Now, obviously at home, you might not necessarily have something like that. So just go ting for me, okay? So we're going to go, we broke the Guinness World Record for playing triangle. Ting. Okay, Adam's going to do that. We can all at home shout ting. I want you to shout so loud at home that I can hear you. Wouldn't it be amazing if there's someone from one of our international centres watching and playing along? I don't know, Philippines, but there's a time difference. But anyway, if anybody is watching from another country, please let us know. And anyone can comment. Please do comment. You might have some questions.
Yeah, please comment the questions, we can answer them.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Someone from the Music Man UK page.
The news.
What's the news? News. That's either got to be Sarah or Natalie or Jenny, I think, that's got admin's rights. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? So, it is, we broke the Guinness World Record for playing triangle ting. It goes like this. We broke the Guinness World Record for playing triangle. All right, good. I'm doing it with pride. Go ting. And you hold up, Adam, you hold up your triangle. Because in the Music Man concerts, don't we? We all show what we can do. So we hold them up and go ting. Ready? So put them down and just hold them up, Miss, you'll go. We broke the Guinness World Record for playing triangle. Lovely. And just one single tingle was played by a royal. Now, do you remember, for those of you that played him in 2017, there was a member of the royal family. that played along, and that was the Countess of Wessex. So we do this, okay? We do this, a little royal wave, okay? And it's very funny because at that point, Jenny and her mum in Essex have been going, God save our gracious Queen, like that. You'll see that on the video we did. So let's just do this then. We broke the Guinness World Record for playing triangle ting, and just one single tingle was played by a royal. Ready? We broke the Guinness World Record for playing triangle, and just one single tingle was played by a royal. We played the London Palladium and the Albert Hall. So we do the Albert Hall like a theatre sign, and the Albert Hall. Now my favourite bit, we even reached South Africa, India, Nepal, and then we all bow. Alright, I want the whole Music Man Project community to be bowing there. Namaste. Okay, a bit like that. Okay, because we did visit Nepal, and that's what they do. So let's go again. We broke the Guinness World Record triangle. We broke the Guinness World Record for playing triangle ting, and just one single tingle was played by a royal. We played the London Palladium and the Albert Hall. We even reached South Africa, India, Nepal, and then we bow. Now we repeat. Now we're on Broadway. Start spreading the news. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Now we're on Broadway. Just look at the views. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Okay, let's go from the beginning up to that point. Remember, do you know what the secret to learning music is? There's a massive secret.
Practice make perfect.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, repetition. Do you know what the secret is for learning music?
No.
Repetition. Do you know what the secret is for learning music?
Repetition.
Repetition. It is, you go it again and again and again and again, and then you know it. And it doesn't, I don't care how long it takes, okay? So we do it again. So we've just done the big clarinet bit at the beginning, and then big cheers. Woo! Put that down. From the beginning. Now we're on Broadway. Now we're on Broadway. Start spreading the news. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Now we're on Broadway. Just look at the views. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. It's here, everyone at home. Hey! We finally made it to New York. It's 2030. We broke the Guinness World Record for playing triangle, and just one single tingle was played by a royal. We played the London Palladium and the Albert Hall. We even reached South Africa, India, Nepal. Now we're on Broadway. Start spreading the news. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Now we're on Broadway. Just look at the views. Yes, we're on Broadway here in New York. Lovely. Okay, that's up to there. Now, that's David's son. I don't know his son's name. Sue, this is Adam. Okay, this is Adam. Here we go. Now, carrying on. You repeat after me. So gather round. Can you repeat after me? So gather round and settle down. Now, everybody, the music man's in town. So gather round. Listen to our sound. The music man's in town. So very easy. It's me, then you. Me, then you, then we together. The music man's in town. Like this. So gather round and settle down. The music man's in town. So gather round and listen to our sound. The music man's in town. Then we do some knee-knees. Clap, clap, stamp, stamp business. Okay? And for this is good fun. For the knee-knees, clap, clap, stamp, stamp. We go knee, clap, clap, click, click, stamp, stamp. Knee, clap, clap, click, click, stamp, stamp. Right, practice that again. Ready? Knee, clap, clap, click, click, stamp, stamp. Okay? And we do that here. Ready? Knee, clap, clap, click, click, stamp, stamp. The music man's in town. Again. Knee, clap, clap, click, click, stamp, stamp. The music man. good at that. You can't click, can you?
Click.
No, you can't click.
Can't click.
Come on, just go click, click. Ready? Knee, knee. Knee, knee, clap, clap, click, click. Stamp, stamp. The music man's in town. Knee, knee, clap, clap, click, click. Stamp, stamp. The music man's in town. Very good. Now, the next part. Are you ready? Now, don't forget, you can go over this all the time. This will be on our YouTube channel. And I've also sent you the link, everybody, in the comments section of all of the words and the lyrics and the demonstration of Jenny and other people in Essex doing this together. Okay, the next bit's good fun. For the next part, you need a drum or a triangle or a woodblock or a cymbal. Okay, most of you will be drum, triangle or woodblock. So, if Adam was the drum, he would play the first beat. Here you go, drum. Okay? What follows is then triangle, woodblock, cymbal. But if you are the drum, you just do the drum when I say. You ready? I'll show you when. 2, 3, 4, drum. And drum. And drum. And drum. All right, because he's number one, drum. However, Adam might say, actually, I'd like to be the triangle. And if you're the triangle in this section, you play the second beat. So it goes drum, triangle, woodblock, cymbal. Drum, triangle, like this. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready? I'll tell you when. And one, now. And drum, triangle. And drum, triangle. Triangle, get ready? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 1, 2. Alright, so you might, and at home you can clap just for now, but you will have the instruments obviously on the day. You might though say, actually, David, I want to be a woodblock. And the woodblock is on the third beat. The third beat, okay? So it goes drum, triangle, woodblock. Okay, I will say drum and triangle, and Adam will come on the woodblock. It's beat number 3, like this. Drum, triangle, woodblock. Drum, triangle, woodblock. Drum, triangle, woodblock. Too early, too right? Drum, triangle, woodblock. Again. Drum, triangle, woodblock. Good. Drum, triangle, woodblock. Drum, triangle, woodblock. Drum, triangle, woodblock. Okay?
This shows I'm learning as well.
Yes, Adam is learning as well. So eventually we will have this. Drum, triangle, woodblock. And then the last bit is cymbal. So you can choose which one you are. Imagine which one you're going to be. And just clap or say it out loud. That's fine. Daniel Cater is trying to ring me. Can anyone tell him to stop? Because
Does he know?
Okay, I told him. Here we go. Ready? Here goes. Drum, triangle, woodblock, cymbal. You choose which one. Drum, triangle, woodblock, cymbal. 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 Get the idea? Drum, triangle, woodblock, cymbal. Then you rest. And everybody will stand up. And there we go. We got rhythm. Now we're on Broadway. Start spreading the news. Yes, we're on Broadway. Here in New York. Now we're on Broadway. Just look at the views. Yes, we're on Broadway, here in New York. So gather round, and settle down. The music man's in town. So gather round, and listen to our sound. The music man's in town. We broke the Guinness World Record for playing triangle. and just one single tingle was played by a royal. We played the London Palladium and the Albert Hall. We even reached South Africa, India, Nepal. Now we're on Broadway, start spreading the news. Yes, we're on Broadway, here in New York. Now we're on Broadway, just look at the views. Yes, we're on Broadway, here in New York. And then we sing and we do the knee-knees. Ready? So get around, clap, clap, click, click, stamp, stamp, the music man's in town. So get around and listen to our sound. The music, now listen, sing and dancing, music man's in New York. Da, 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 New York. Read all about it. Yeah.
Yes.
So at the end there, did you notice? We had that so gather round, and you just repeat just like you did before. But we also do, and I can't do everything at the same time, knee, knee, clap, clap, click, click, stamp, stamp. As we sing, so gather round and all that. And then right at the end it changes. We go, the music man's in, sing and dancing. And then, music man's in, boom. Now we all in like a show dancing can-canny thing. New York, with your legs flying. And then we go da da re da 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 New York. Then we stop and someone shouts, read all about it. Yeah. All right, got that at the end. So because of time, I spent a lot of time on that. We're going to move on now, but please do go
A
back.
couple of shout-outs here.
Okay.
So, Sue...
David Street. Hello, David Street. What a legend.
Sue's asked how old am I? I'm 10 years old.
Yes, Adam is 10 years old.
And Daniel Camacho loves you. Karen Wong thinks it sounds amazing. Lots, and yeah, that's
Great. So, yeah, the new music's great. You have to have a lot of imagination with this. It's easy to know how Music is Magic is going to sound because people have been listening to it and singing it and playing it, and it's been in all the concerts for so many years. With a new piece, you've got to go, okay, I can imagine how that's going to be with 200 at the Albert Hall or wherever we do it. You've just got to have a lot of imagination and high expectation, okay? So keep practicing, and if we get time, we go back at the end for that. Right, next, is another biggie in the programme. It's called Follow. And I know this is a favourite for lots of yours, okay? It's a new song for many. It's called Follow the Music. Now, it starts, when we've been doing this in Southend, and you'll do your own versions, but we start this in Southend with our very own Jenny, the wonderful Jenny, who's been bringing those brilliant live sessions to you every Thursday. She starts by singing in Latin at the beginning. This is very much like Music Man meets Sister Act, all right? I wanted to write something that was really gospel-y, fun, and about following music. And so it starts very church-like, and then we really go into it, okay? Now, a lot of the signs and stuff I'm not an expert on because I play the piano, so I can't teach that at the same time. But do look at the videos for a lot of those signs are on the Music Man Project YouTube channel. In particular, click on the Music is Magic on Broadway playlist. But just to give you an idea, this is called Follow. And the main thing that you do at the beginning is when I sing you've got to follow, you then do an echo back. You go follow back as well. And I will sway as I go follow, and then you will sway the other way with me, okay, with your leader at the front. Anyway, this just give you an idea how it goes. So church sound like this. It's my best church organ on this very, very basic electric piano. I'll do an impression of Jenny. I can't do that. Ready? Si qua, si qui musicae, ludere cante exultant lucibus. Al Steele is currently arranging this. I can't wait to hear the full arrangement. This will probably be a solo, so just listen here. In the deepest corner of the darkest mind, you can still hear music play. It will tell you everything idea, so you'll do the follow. If you're lonely and in a scary place, and the day seems just too long, it's the melody that brings you peace. Music makes you strong. You've got to follow, follow, set your music free. Climb every mountain, follow, follow, now follow, now follow, now follow me. And then Father Ian in Essex has been coming over and doing the sign of the cross. And then we go into full Sister Act mode. Are you ready? Now at this point we're all clapping. I think we're doing, Jay does this sort of thing here. But a big clap for now, just get the idea, get the rhythm. And then when we get to it's very easy, we're going to follow, follow, follow the music. Follow, follow, follow the music. Follow, follow, follow the music. Follow, follow, us. Bum, bum, bum. Do that sort of stuff. All on the video, okay, for the signs and the actions. This is how the music goes though. Ready? Okay, clap. Follow the music, clap. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, clap. Follow the music, clap. Every day, clap. Follow the music, sing and dance and play. Now there we go, jump. Woo! Follow the music, jump. Woo! Every day, jump. Woo! Follow the music, sing and dance and play. All right, so a lot of following and following and following. Then we get the clap. Follow the music, clap. And then we get the woo and dance, jumping and wooing. Okay, let's go from where we stopped because of time. Ready? In the deepest corner is the next bit. In the deepest corner of your mind, you can still hear music play. It will tell you all you need to know. If you obey, you gotta follow, follow, set your music free. You gotta follow, follow, now follow me, follow me. Now we're in 2 parts. It's a bit tricky. Ready? I'm gonna start it. Follow, follow, follow the music, follow every day. Follow, follow, follow. Everybody sing and dance and play. Well done, Adam. Follow, follow, follow the music, follow every day. Follow, follow, follow the music, sing and dance and play. Sing and dance and play. Sing and dance and play. Well done. Wasn't he good? Wasn't he good? That was a perfect little, exactly what I wanted. There you are. There's a shout out for Janet Walker and the Westley School Choir for knowing how to do that so easily. Well done. So did you see one half of you will start it off and the other half will join in a bit like a round and then we stop it. So I'll just do it again, the 2 parts. Ready? Follow, follow, follow the music, follow. That's where you're coming to. Follow, follow, follow the music, follow every day. Follow, follow, follow the music, sing and dance and play again. Follow, 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 and follow every day. Follow, follow, follow the music, sing and dance and play. Everybody sing and dance and play. Sing and dance and play. Then we all do something called the Chris Coates Wiggle. Now, Chris Coates is famous as one of the ambassadors of the Music Man Project for singing this song. Love, shine a light, doesn't he? He does this. But Chris is also famous for doing the Chris Coates Wiggle, and it's a sort of that sort of thing. Sorry, you can't really see. That sort of thing. Okay? And at this point, we will shout out, everyone do the quiggle, which is the Chris Coates Wiggle, called the quiggle. Okay? And you quiggle on this bit. Alright? Now at that point you're quiggling. So do you want to give it a bit of a quiggle? Ready? Maybe you can't quiggle with that box underneath your bottom. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah, that's better.
Here we go. So we've gone sing and dance and play. Here we go. Everybody, the Chris Coates wiggle. It's more of a sort of a... There, yeah, that's it. 2, 3, 4. Oh, good. Very good. So I think, I don't know if Ken's watching or Chris Coates is watching, because no one could do the quiggle like Chris Coates. After the quiggle, we do this. Whoa, clap. Follow the music, clap. Every day, clap. Follow the music, sing and dance and play. Jump, woo. Follow the music, jump, woo. Every day, jump, woo. Follow the music, sing and dance and play. Sing and dance and play. Sing and dance and play. Now my favourite bits. I'm gonna whoa first, and you whoa after me like this. Whoa. Just to give you an idea, if you're not sure of that piece, it's going to be a big number. Al Steele, as I said, is going to arrange it. Going to be really fast, really upbeat. And I just wanted to give you a rough idea of some of the main sections. Hopefully that has helped. Hi, Graham.
I'm sure. Oh,
good. I thought it was Miss Kent. Yes, Sarah Mann says people, we're all quiggling in Kent. I love that. You keep quiggling in Kent. I hope this is working. Do feedback. Just let me know if this is working as a teaching method.
Watching. Sue's asked another question. Where is your wife?
Where is my wife?
Good question.
My wife is in the lounge, in the living room, with my 6-year-old son, probably doing some homeschooling and keeping bed. But I know you just want to see my wife. Everyone can see my wife at another date. We'll do another funny video. We've got some good ones planned. Okay, we're going to carry on because of time, but that's roughly how follow goes. And as I said before, I did put in the comment section, it might not have arrived because I was having issues, wasn't I? But I will make sure I put a link to this document. It's backwards, isn't it? I'll put a link to this document, which is called Music is Magic on Broadway, Student Music and Lyrics. Is that frozen? Student music and lyrics. This has got all the words and an idea of what you do when, okay, and some of the signs and things like that. And that will be as a link to my OneDrive folder, so you can email that to yourselves or just print it from your phones. Whatever you need to do, you can print that and use that at home. And I've put a link to the YouTube channel of all this music. Okay, now back to the programme. Oh, we then do the trumpet and trombone and triangles. We will come back to that, I think, just because of time. I want to do Blaze Away next. So in the programme for the Broadway show, after follow, it's the concerto for trumpet, trombone and triangles. But you've got some amazing resources and lots of recordings of that already. So I'm going to come back to that, if that's okay.
And this computer was right on the time. When you do the video, it was right on the time.
Then is Note by Note, which we know. Peace and Hope, which we know. Blaze Away then. So Blaze Away is our new march. I know some of you have been doing this, but not all of the regions. And it is our new march, a new march. It's the one that goes like this. And we've got a great resource. Sarah from Kent did a lovely slideshow video thing with all the instruments, so much better than me, but we're going to have a go at doing this together. The first thing you need to be aware of is these are going to be handbells, okay? So we've got two groups. One group of students will be playing the handbells and the wood blocks and tambourines right at the end. Another group, which might be the other half or a few other people, group 2 is tambourines, triangles and drums. Okay, now what we're going to try and do today is just give you a rough idea of how it all goes, but obviously We can't split ourselves into all these groups and play the piano. But the first thing to do is, if you are a bell group, you're going to be finding orange, green, light blue and purple bells. Okay, and they make the chord of G7. And so you're going to ring them when I tell you on this music. Okay, and it goes like this. Here's the first ring. Ring. Okay, so I want you all at home to be doing that. Flick your wrist, please. I prefer the bells, personally, to be rung like that, with a flick, not a donk. Okay, flick. Give it an eye flick. I haven't got a bell here.
That's a bit like a bell.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's that flick. Okay, if that was a bell, because you get a nice ding. Okay, and it's just one. It's not flicker, 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 flicker. It's just one. Okay, so I'm going to say bells whenever at the moment, and Adam, you can do that with your arm. So the first thing, bells. Now, bell. Do it with your arm. 1, 2, 3. Bell. 1, 2, 3. Bell. 1, 2, 3. Bell. Good. And at that point, group 2 will then come with their tambourines and go shake, hit, hit, hit. Can you do that?
Falling on from Liberty Bell.
It's just like Liberty Bell. It's just the same sort of idea. And all of that is in this document as well. So let's do that from the tambourines. 2, 3, 4. Shake, hit, hit, hit. Then we go back to the beginning, which is the bells. 1, 2, 3. Bell. 1, 2, 3. Ring. Don't do that. 1, 2, 3. Now shake. Shake, hit, hit, hit. Very good, very good. Then your bell players, which are group 1, will be coming onto their wood blocks. And you're going to do 5. You mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Ready? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then our triangles play. And as I say, with your tutors, you'll be worked out into different groups, so it does all make sense. This is just to give you an idea. The triangle part is going to go ting, 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 ting. Like this. 2, 3, 4. Ding, ting, 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 ting.
Oh,
Ting, 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 ting. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Then back to wood block. Then wood block 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then be a symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then triangle. So you wouldn't have to do this all yourself. You have different groups. So thank you, Adam, for doing it. 2, 3, 4. Ting, 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 ting. Ting, 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 ting. And then at the end with a wood block, we'll do 3 wood blocks. Ready? 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so do you see how those all fit in like that? So when you come to practice this in your regions or along with the track that's on a YouTube playlist, just search Basil Way on the Music Magic on Broadway playlist. Do get some instruments out, but you're going to, the only way this really works is if you are the group 1, which is bells, wood blocks and tambourines at the end, or group 2, tambourines, triangles and drums. And then we usually have a few people just do a cymbal. Okay, so that's quite tricky, but wanted to give you a rough idea. That's the new march that we're doing in Essex, and I think they're doing it in Kent, a few other places as well, but not everybody has had a go at that. Later on in this piece, we have lots of drums. Let's just practice that actually. So group 2 will do the drums, and the rhythm is this: drum, 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 drum. 2, ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Sorry. And now drum. Then there's some repeating of the woodblock and the triangle parts. And then the last thing that's new is the tambourine part, which goes hit, 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 shake, hit. So imagine this is a tambourine. You're going to hit it against the other hand. Hit, 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 shake, hit. And as you do your shake, hit, you go up, shake, hit. Hit, 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 shake, hit. So I want to see everybody. You can imagine lots of people doing that. Look fab. You can do that with them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit, 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 shake, hit, hit. Up, down, yes. Down. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Yeah. All right. together in the piece. And I do recommend you try that by going to the Music is Magic on Broadway playlist and clicking on Blaze Away. There's a slideshow that Sarah did, which is fab. It gets it all in the right order. Okay, so that's Blaze Away for that. What have I done with the running order, mister? Here it is.
Whilst you're doing that, we've got another question by Sue, or her question to start again. How old is William? William is 6.
Sue is very interested in... Oh, well, William, yes. Sue, William is 6. Yes, quite right.
When we said we got questions, we did mean about the music.
Yes, please ask questions about the music if you want to. Okay, so let's carry on then. In Act 1 then, I'll go from the beginning. It was Now We're on Broadway, then Follow the Music, then the Triangle piece, the concerto, Note by Note, Peace and Hope, Blaze Away, Kumbaya, and then the last 3, it's Animals I Adore, Music is Magic, and High, Low, Middle. All right? So that's Act 1. Now, because of time, it's already we've already been going for 45 minutes. I want to move on to Act 2. Have a look at all the rest of those Act 1s in your pack and on YouTube. But Act 2 starts with the ukulele. Should we do a bit of ukulele playing? Come on in. So most of you know this, but it's we haven't done it for a while in terms of big concerts. And the ukulele goes like this. There'll be a Sergeant Major. In Essex, it's Terry or Father Ian. It could be whoever you want if you're doing this in your regions, of course. And the Sergeant Major will shout, "Ukulele, attention!" And at that point, you will strum your ukuleles. Okay, you'll go trying. Now, there might be 1 or 2 people that have actually got ukuleles at home, which would be great. So, trying like that. Just one. I've written here comedic strums on ukuleles. And then the Sergeant Major shouts, "Aloha," and you shout back, "Aloha." All right, and then the song starts. Later on, there's a part where we shout, "Come join today. Come learn the Yuki way. G, C, E, A." And as you say G, C, E, A, you're going to pluck each string from the top going down. Okay? Here we go. Ukulele, attention, twang. Aloha.
Aloha.
Lovely. It might be a salute actually, we do that well. And then, here come the ukulele marching through your door. This usually is solo. We can play so many chords, but this verse takes just 4. Come join the ukulele, come and strum along. You can learn to play like us or simply march along. Now with me we go. Come join today, come learn the Yuki way. Then we pluck G, C, E, A. And those are the strings, open strings. You haven't got to do anything with the other hand, just plucking each string from the top down. Now, then we sing along. Here come the ukulele marching through your door. We can play so many chords, but this verse takes just 4. And you put your 4 out like that. Come join the ukulele, come and strum along. You can learn to play like us or simply march along. And then we all stand and we do this. We're the army, the ukulele, with our weapons. So before we used to wait until this, but now for the chorus we can go straight in. It's we're the army, ukulele, with our weapons. And as you say weapons, you thrust your ukulele into the audience as if to shoot them all. You go, with our weapons. So some people might do this. Some people might do this. Some people, okay, with our weapons of wood and string. And then ukulele from Hawaii. So you do a Hawaiian dance. And then they call us the jumping flea. And we jump. Okay. Now we're not George Formby's banjo. And we don't like cleaning windows. Yuki's the one for me. All right, that's the chorus. Here we go. We're the army, the ukulele, with our weapons of wood and string. Ukulele from Hawaii, dancing. They call us the jumping flea. No, we're not George Formby's banjo. We don't like cleaning windows. Yuki's the one for me. Lovely. That's the idea. Aloha! Aloha! Good. Aloha! And then we do it again with the actions. We're the army, ukulele, with our weapons of a gun. With our weapons. Yeah, that's it. You should do something. With our weapons of wood and string. Ukulele from Hawaii. You do a Hawaiian dance. They call us the jumping flea. No, we're not George Formby's banjo. And we don't have cleaning windows. The uke's the one for me. Now my favourite bit. You strum. Everybody strums their ukuleles. And as long as they're in tune, this will sound great. Because it's strumming a C6 chord. Salute, salute, and everyone freezes in that position. All right, I'm playing piano, so I can't, but you salute, and then you strum again. So it's a mixture of strumming and saluting, and then we salute again, and then we strum again. And then we salute again. And then we strum again. And salute. And strum. And salute. And strum. And salute. And strum. And salute and strum. Salute and strum. Salute, strum, salute, strum, salute, strum, salute, strum, strum. Alright, so you see it gets quicker and quicker between saluting and strumming. And then we end with the chorus. Marching, 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 marching with our weapons of wood and string. The ukulele from Hawaii. They call us the jumping flea. No, we're not George Formby's banjo. We don't like cleaning windows. The uke's the one we long for. The uke's the one for me. Aloha!
Aloha!
Ukulele, quick march. And often in our concerts, you will then, off you go, and you'll march all around the concert hall, saluting and doing it as well, which is good fun. Okay, well done. Well done. Good. I'm sure you're working very hard at that. Now, after the ukulele, which opens the second half, we then have a selection of our musicals. And as many of you know, we've written musicals over the past 4 or 5 years. The first one was called From the Asylum to the Palladium, and it was in 2015. At the Palladium, and then we had a musical called The Label in 2017, and of course at the Albert Hall, if you were there, we performed Music is Magic in Space. So for this Broadway concert, we thought it'd be nice just to do a few songs from each. So from the 2015 Palladium show, we will be doing English Rose and Would You Wear Someone Else's Knickers. From the 2017 show, we do Want Me, Love Me and the song called Here I Am, and then Think of the World You Leave Behind from our 2019 Albert Hall show. So I'm thinking that maybe some of you won't know the very early one, the 2015 show, English Rose and Would You Wear Someone Else's Knickers. So we'll go over that now. Now English Rose is going to be sung by Stuart Warner. You might have seen his lovely Facebook message a week or two ago, and he was interviewed on the podcast. And he sings about his lovely wife called Rosemary. And this song is quite easy for you to learn because he sings it all first and then you sing it and sway back. All right? So let's just do that here, okay? So this is the introduction, and you'll all be sat down nice and quietly while Stuart, our soloist, sings about the story. You hear the story in this bit of the song. I may be some broom sweeper now, this is what Stuart sings, but one day I'll change this somehow. The language won't hide what I see, and one day I'll help you be free. For now I can never return, she's here in my garden of dreams. Now here's the English Rose bit. Now listen. This is what Stuart will be singing, you just listen. Now I have found... In fact, now when you start swaying. Yes, you sway here. Now I have found my English rose. I'll always stay right here. garden of England now to call home. Nothing will keep me from you. Now that I've found my English rose, how I've been swept away. Si ti amo mi rosa inglesa, I love you, my English rose. Now at this point we'll all sing and sway and stand. Now I have found my English rose, I'll always stay right here. Garden of England now to call home. Nothing will keep me from you. My favourite bit. Now that I've found my English rose, how I've been swept away. Si ti amo mi rosa inglesa, I love you, my English rose. All right, so there's plenty of resources on there for you to practice along with a much better singer than me and all the words. Main thing is to get the swaying and really feel the expression of the music and smile as well. It's a very, very meaningful song. I actually wrote that song on that piano there, really old, out of tune piano, just bending across. It was a lovely moment. Okay.
Sue asked if I have a girlfriend.
So Sue's very Sue, yes, Adam does have a girlfriend.
Sue's very interested about our daily lives.
Yes. Okay, here we go. And Sue also says it's boring. I did say this is a teaching session. This will be boring. Hard work, Sue. Okay, hard work. Now, the next song, Would You Wear Someone Else's Knickers? Now, at this point, Joe, who is the singer, who Stuart is playing, Joe, the main character, will ask you some questions, and you shout no to these. And you shout no to these when I say, right? Okay. Are your families here to help you?
No.
No. Like, no! In Spain, families stay in hospital to help look after the sick. But do you know why you're here?
No!
More. Okay. Do you get to choose what you do here?
No!
Do you get an education?
No.
And then the narrator says, "A what?" Well, do people talk to you about how you feel?
No.
Right, you shout no. Do you have your own possessions?
No.
Do you have any privacy?
No.
So, all right, so on stage, keep on saying the no's. You all look very funny. Do you not have any of your own clothes? No. Do you have any of your own underwear? No. Which is true. Back in the day, in these large institutions, they did not have any of their own clothes, any of their own underwear. It was all shared. And then Joe, our hero of the story, says, things must change.
Someone got hit us again. That sound's gone again.
Oh, was it? Sorry, just let me know if your sound's gone, everyone, because it should be the same as before. Let me just have a look. I'm just going to move over.
Yeah.
I'm just going to check the sound's working. Okay. Oh.
It's not everything like this, isn't it?
Okay, can you just let me know if the sound...
No one else has commented.
Can you just let me know if the sound's okay, guys, everyone?
Major Margaret's here.
Major Margaret, is the sound working?
Yeah, just come on, Major Margaret. Is it working? We had a few comments in the last second or so that it isn't working.
Well done. Well, if Kent can hear fine, then that's all that matters. Come on, we go. Okay.
They're so far away.
Okay. So there's lots of that no, no, no. And then Joe says things must change. We must educate and inspire and understand, and we must bring them to the community. Okay, really, really important message. Thank you, Gemma. Okay, you can hear. And then Stuart says, I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, would you wear someone else's knickers? And if any of you did hear the podcast when we talked about this, Stuart, playing the part of Joe, did do that because Joe said this in 1981, I think it was. He actually held up some big red bloomers and said, would you wear someone else's knickers? It's a very, very important message because everybody turned around and said no. And he then said, well, why are we making these people share their clothes? So, very important. But it led us on to do this song. You Shout No. Here we go. Would you wear someone else's knickers?
No!
Enormous, uncomfortable and stained. Would you wear someone else's knickers?
No!
Because they did and no one there complained. Why not try them on? They're only over here. They were last worn by a patient who had diarrhea. At that point you go, yeah. You don't want to have knickers that were worn by someone with diarrhea. We are nothing if not human. At that point you clap. We are nothing if not human. Clap, 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 clap. We are nothing if not human. With respect and dignity. Why should they have to share their knickers? Why can't they live like you and me? So it's the same idea the whole way through now. Watch. Would you wear someone else's knickers?
No!
Enormous, uncomfortable and stained. Would you wear someone else's knickers?
No!
Because they did and no one there complained. Perhaps you would prefer a pair of holy socks. Now at that point you're all going to go, Amen. So perhaps you would prefer a pair of holy socks. Amen. That were last used by a patient to cover chicken pox. We are nothing if not human. Clap, 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 with respect and dignity. Why should they have to share their knickers? Why can't they be equally free? Good, so that clapping there, we are nothing if not human. Back, 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 back. Concentrate on this. Back, 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 back. Yes. We are nothing if not human. With respect and dignity. Why should they have to share their knickers? Why can't they live equally free? Yeah, that's the idea, everybody. Alright, so do like Adam there, you're learning. Would you wear someone else's knickers?
No!
Enormous, uncomfortable and stained. Would you wear someone else's knickers?
No!
Because they did and no one there complained. Now, would you like to give your stockings or your bras? Because here they're used to cover up the bruises and the scars. We are nothing if not human. With respect and dignity. When we don't have to share our knickers, why do we treat them differently? Now at this point in the song, everybody does a dance with knickers. Which we're going to teach you in time. I won't do that now. There's a knicker dance. Take off what we will have on stage, some smocks, some old clothes that everyone just shared, and then they're going to show off all their lovely new clothes. And this actually happened in the hospital that Joe Dorado worked at. Some of you will then walk along the front of the stage, showing off your new clothes like a catwalk. Like, woo, look at me! Someone else's knickers? No! Enormous, uncomfortable and stained. Would you wear someone else's knickers?
No!
Because they they did, and no one there complained. Why not try them on? They're only over here. They were to go bleh. They were last worn by a patient who had diarrhea. Yeah. We are nothing if not human, with respect and dignity. But we share their knickers. Why can't they be like you and me? Why can't they be like you and me? Why can't they live like you and me? Then you wave your knickers in the air. I think they've lost their patience. Olé! At that point, you throw your knickers into the audience. So, again, very difficult for me to show you how that's going to work just with me at the piano. Do have a look at the YouTube channel, but also on our website, the whole of the Music Man at the Palladium 2015 show, Music is Magic at London Palladium 2015. It's on MMP TV, and you can go to that, scroll down, you'll see second half of the Palladium show, and you'll see us do that with Stuart, with all the actions, with all the dancing and the knickers and the throwing, all that, to get an idea of how that goes. Okay, after that, well done everybody, keep with it if you can, because this is what it's like at Music Man, isn't it? You keep going, and then you have a break when we get to the end. Want Me, Love Me is the next song, a very moving song from a musical that we did called The Label, and that's next here. And you helped write this one. This is what I asked Adam, if you're a baby, what sort of emotions would you be going through? If you could speak, what would you say if you are just newborn? And he said,
Goo goo gaga.
He did say goo goo gaga. He said, want me, love me, which I thought was beautiful. So this song, very, very meaningful song, and it goes like this. It starts off with this little tune, which is the little mobile above the cot. This is on our CDs. If anybody's got the CD, or you can actually ask Alexa for this one. And narrator, which was memorably played by Jenny, will do this. You don't know you've got a label. This is solo, so not you. The students will be behind. How am I going to tell you? Goes like this. This is again the narrator, so not you. Want me, love me, want me, love me. I'm helpless, dependent on you. I'm helpless, dependent on you. Now, in a minute, you then all sway and you sing Want Me, Love Me. I'm helpless, dependent on you. So Adam will join in. And the cue for this is the baby will be lifted up onto the shoulder. The mother will lift the baby up on the shoulder. That's when you know to sing. Baby on shoulder. Want me, love me, love me, want me. Love me, love. I'm helpless, dependent on you. right? So you get the idea. That's how that one goes. So when you hear it again, when you go to those resources, you've got your lyrics, you've got the videos, and this one's on the CD, it won't be new. You should actually start thinking, well, David says that's when we start, and go back over this again. Now, next will be the song Here I Am, which we won't do. That's a big song, and I don't want to just keep blasting through that now. But that will be then the next one. And then, of course, Think of the World You Leave Behind from the Albert Hall, which most of you will have heard or performed. I then want to go on to the next one after all those musicals, which is Have You Ever Stopped to Think? And thank you to those people who have been sending in baby pictures. It's been a real revelation to see some of those pictures and hear some of your stories about what it's like for your families and you when you were born. We are working on a lovely arrangement of this song. Our arranger's writing a string part for the tune. John Webber's already recorded bass with vocals and piano, and we're looking forward to that coming out soon. I want to get as many pictures as I can in, and then put them all on a nice video to go with this song, and then that will go on MMP wide. But Have You Ever Stopped to Think? A new song for some of you, and it goes like this. The first part is a solo. This is who we are, and then it carries on, and then the main part is Have You Ever Stopped to Think? So I'll sing it through and I'll announce the bits as we go. Okay. Then the glockenspiels will go ding. Who we want to be, glockenspiels, ding. When you find your purpose, you can turn the dark to light, light. So all that is usually entirely up to the regions how they arrange this, but when we do this, and for the big show when we all come together, that will be a solo, and there's glockenspiel bits in there. All of that is in your information pack. Now the next bit is really important, and we're going to do this after we can have all the social distancing that's gone, but the next bit will be linking arms. Okay, so when I shout link arms, you're going to link arms, and see if you can see it better, link arms like that. And then when I shout hold hands, you're going to hold hands. And then when I shout lift up or rise up, you'll rise up. And then I'll say separate and lower. At that point, you just separate and lower your hand. And that is the actions for the instrumental section. There'll be someone over the other side, so you'll be doing it both. Okay? So we just try. So this is the instrumental section when you're linking arms. I'll try and do it with Adam, bless him. Here we go, because I can play the piano. Link arms. Then you hold hands. Then you lift up together. Then you separate and lower slowly. Then there'll be a solo singing this verse. Have you ever stopped to think why you were put on the earth? Have you ever stopped to think and find you question your worth? What role you play right here today and don't know what to say? Have you ever stopped to think? Then we all sing this bit. When we look out from the stage, when we look out from the stage, all our doubts inside are gone. All our doubts inside are gone. We can feel your warmth and praise. We can feel your warmth and praise. All together with us on. All together with us on. And we know why we're here. And then we all sing, have you ever stopped to think? Have you ever stopped to think why you were put on the earth? Have you ever stopped to think and find you question your worth? Have you ever stopped to think? And then you link arms with the person sitting next to you. Then you hold hands. Then you lift up, holding the hand, yeah, lovely. And then you separate and lower slowly. And we're wondering how you will stand up, then you stand. And you do the same thing, you link arms. And then you hold hands. Then you lift up. Then you separate your hands and lower. Now at this point, you greet the person next to you. Hello, darling. Greet the person next to you. All after social distancing, of course. And then this is the last bit. This is why we're here today. Showing you what we can do. Showing you what we can do. How we love to sing and play. How we love to sing and play. Hoping to inspire you. Hoping to inspire you. So you know why we're here. Why we're here. And then you sit down. And then we do the last bit together. This is who we are. Glockenspiel's B flat. Who we want to be. Glockenspiel's C. When you find your bird. Glockenspiel's D. Us. You can turn the dark to light. Glockenspiel's D. To Glockenspiel's C. Light. Glockenspiel's B flat. And at the end, we will go to light to show the light. And at the end, when we twinkle, we do this. All right, so that will be coming out soon as a song when my wife's recording that. And we'll have that as well up on the YouTube channel for you to practice. But that's going to be a really, really important one. It's a similar sort of thing. Join together, music is magic. Have you ever stopped to think? Meaningful songs, okay, that we want to do. Okay, almost there, everybody. It's quarter past. I want to just refer to a new song called United We Stand, which I do want to do. Whether we do it on Broadway or not, I think we should do. But I think we need a song to reflect the lockdown and what we're doing and all that. So this song is called United We Stand. Have a look at it. It's on the MMP Wired. My wife has recorded it for you. But I just want to give you a quick recap of how it goes. As with all of these songs, remember, note by note would be quite a wordy song until you know it. And so a lot of these songs, which might think, gosh, how am I going to learn those? How am I going to remember those? Just give it time and believe in yourselves, because you've all done it. I've seen some amazing work where people have at first thought, my goodness, this is new and therefore I can't do it. But you just keep repeating it and going over and over and again over months and years, and then it gets in there, doesn't it? So we've just got to do the same with new songs. It's important to keep doing some new songs and challenging us all to do more difficult music. So this song is called United We Stand. It goes like this. Sunlight showing me the way ahead, waking up my soul today. World is spinning by a tiny thread. We must stand united. People worrying throughout the day, fearing their own destiny, lonely, feeling like they've lost their way. We must stand united. Together we'll be strong. saw. Have no fear, we will help everyone. We must stand united. Here's a chorus, one voice. Together we'll be strong. One voice, united we stand and we'll forever. One voice, together we'll be strong. One voice, united we stand and we'll forevermore. Now, this is nice and easy, ready? United we stand and we'll forevermore. United we stand and we'll forevermore. Now, repeating this bit. The words, the world is spinning by a tiny thread. We must stand united. World is spinning by a tiny thread. We must stand united. World is spinning by a tiny thread. We must stand united. Join in. World is spinning by a tiny thread. Everybody at home. We must stand united. World is spinning by a tiny thread. We must stand united. Everybody at home now. The world is spinning by a tiny thread. We must stand united. United we stand and we'll forevermore. All right, so it's going to be, I think it's going to be a good new song, that one. The rest of the program is just love, shine a light, and join together. So well done. I hope those of you that stuck with this have got something from it. You can always go back to this, and we will come back and just do a fun sing-along of all the songs that we know, but I wanted to try and push through some other ones that you might not be so familiar with. Don't forget, I have, and if I haven't, I will double check. I will make sure in the comment section I will send you a link to all these words and instructions. And I have already put up there in my comments how to get to the playlist on YouTube. Any quick thoughts? Sue Gallagher, I don't like this song. No, true. Lots of songs, when they're new, are harder to like. Completely get that. We had exactly the same with most of the music is magic in space.
Yeah, we've got Christian, lovely.
Oh, Wanda. Oh, well, Wendy's. Wanda. Where Wanda's there. Wanda's there. Hello, Wanda. That's Woo's mum.
Sarah Stanley's watching.
Oh, lovely.
And we've got.
Sue Gallagher's having a row. Go, everybody here. Right.
Ben Draper apparently can't hear.
Yeah, sorry, Ben, if you had an issue with sound. I think most other people were okay.
You can go back to me on YouTube, so you can go back.
Yes, we will put this on. We'll put this on YouTube. You can see it anytime on Facebook, but we'll put it on YouTube wired. Let's finish with a song that you do know.
No, I know, please.
We'll do note by note.
Yes.
Go on then. Let's do note by note. All the program will all be on that link. Keep looking at it, guys. And we've produced lots of other funny videos. I think Mummy's going to do something funny with her laughing different tunes.
Yes.
I'm trying to get to do a Miranda style laughing different Music Man songs, and you've got to guess the tune. You laugh. Thank you. You laugh to the tune of Music Man songs, which would be good. And we'll do something else in the garden this weekend probably as well. Can I just finish before we do note by note and say goodbye? Thank you very much for watching all this stuff. I hope you are okay, and across the whole Music Man Project family, we miss you, and we will get back as soon as we are allowed to. And we will keep trying to do new ways of engaging with you and entertaining and just keeping in contact. One of the things I'm thinking of doing, I don't know if anybody saw, but a couple of days ago I stood outside somebody's house with my accordion and played them Happy Birthday. I don't see there's no reason why I can't drive around and just get out of my car and stand at a big safe distance from your house and play the accordion to you to say hello. So if you do want me to do that, please don't put your address on here, but just private message us or email if you've got my details, an address and postcode. And if I can, and it's not too far away, I will do around my morning or afternoon and go and see as many people as I can in my area. And I'm sure the other tutors might want to do that as well, just so we can sing you a song from the pavement, like we did, because it worked really well for Marcus's birthday. And my accordion is much more portable. Okay, here we go. Thank you very much, Jackie. Here we go. Note by note. just had a message there from Sarah Mann. I think, thanks David and Adam, very useful. Don't forget to put the link. Yes, I will put the link on the comment section there. That's the playlist, but I will put the link on the comment section for the student parts, the lyrics, and a bit of instruction of what to do, because that will help tutors and students alike and be very accessible. Zoe, lovely to see you there. Ah, look, yes, you've adopted a little boy with a vision impairment. Through these songs with Macedon, it's perfect for him. He loves music, smashing. I'm so pleased. Well, thank you, everybody. Can we thank Adam? He's done so well. It's been an hour and a half. This is what it's like. Here we go. There we were, there we were, there we were at the Music Man. There we were, there we were, there we were at the Music Man. We did play without delay, and we had some fun today. There we were, there we were, there we were at the Music Man, at the Music Man. Goodbye everyone, goodbye everyone, goodbye everyone, you did well today. Goodbye everyone, and let's say goodbye to the wonderful Adam. Thank you, Adam. Goodbye Adam, goodbye Adam, goodbye Adam, you did well today. Sing goodbye David.
Goodbye, David. Goodbye, David. How are you doing?
So let me know if it's been useful and whether it's effective. It's difficult, isn't it, to fight with that and audience of students looking back at me. Hopefully it's been useful. And we'll do it again sometime. One of the things I do want it to show is just how hard the students work, because it's what we do all the time in all our Music Man projects. So if there's anybody watching in, listening in, that doesn't usually come to a Music Man project session, this is the pace that we go to get to the standard that we need to perform at places like the Albert Hall. So I'm pleased, if nothing else, it's shown the sort of work that we all need to do to learn our music, because it's music education of the Music Man project. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to try and crawl over there in a very elegant way to turn it off. Thanks everyone. Take care.
Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Stay safe, everyone.